Hey MCA, John here with another weekly update. I am so grateful to be a part of this fellowship. Did you know that on June 1st it will be 1 year since I joined you in ministry? And I just want to say thank you for all the ways that you've welcomed and embraced the Risner family. We've been ministered to well here. And you know my prayer, and that is that your hearts would grow stronger and your faith would grow deeper. So I want to encourage you today to keep seeking the Lord. Don't get sucked into the bitterness and the paranoia and the conspiracy theories and the darkness. Keep seeking the Lord. Keep your eyes fixed on Him. And keep your eyes open for where God is at work. So let's band together and encourage one another. Let's reach out to our friends and to our neighbors and to those who are yet to believe and give them the reason for our hope. You know, it's easy to bellyache about the government and the guidelines and the restrictions and our current situation. But let's continue to honor God and give thanks to Him. Let's look for the good things that God is doing. Let's offer grace to one another, even with those that we don't agree with. I also want to caution you against fear and anxiety. You know, if you are high risk, if you are vulnerable, use common sense, use caution, stay home. If you have family members and relatives that are high risk, care for them, watch out for them, do your part to make sure that they are safe and healthy. As a church, we are ready to move forward. That's right, I said forward. There is no going back, friends. We are moving forward and we're excited about what God is doing. You know, one of the things this situation has caused us to do is rethink church. What is church? What's our mission? What's our vision? What are we all about? You know, here at MCA, we are highly committed to connecting with one another, to being deeply involved in the lives of one another, doing life together, being in a community. And one of the ways we do that is in our core groups. But do our core groups have a clear vision? What is our mission? Is it possible to accomplish that mission without hosting events here in our building? Part of our vision is to share the life-giving power of Jesus with the world. So how do we accomplish that? You know, Nick has been coordinating projects each and every week for local outreach. And so we are serving our local community. We are blessing people. We are helping them. We are serving them. We are loving them. We are showing them the love of Christ. And you know, I'm not sure we would have done that otherwise. Or Jeremy is sitting down each week with our people here at MCA and he's listening to their stories. And you know, we're releasing those each Tuesday as a Testimony Tuesday video. And I'm not sure we would have heard those stories otherwise. Or there was a family in our church who told me the story about a friend of theirs who logged on to Facebook and tuned into our live stream. They described this person as someone who would never darken the door of a church. And yet there they were, hearing the gospel message. And so these stories highlight to me just what we're learning in the book of Esther. And that is that God is in control, that the invisible hand of God is at work. And God is working to unfold His plan. And I want you to know the plans of God are good. God's plan is to prosper us and not to harm us. His plans are to give us a hope and a future. So a couple items of interest for us today, and the first is our plan for home churches. You know, we launched home churches last Sunday, and we're going to continue on for several more weeks. And maybe you're wondering, well, when are we going to reopen the doors at MCA? And the answer to that, my friends, is we don't know. Yes, we are making plans for the next step when we open the doors and when we have some modifications to our Sunday morning gatherings. But for right now, we're meeting in home churches, and we want to encourage you to consider being a part of one. So we have groups that have formed based on family groups. We've got others that are core groups that are meeting together, and others that are really just geographically based host homes that have opened, and we've assigned people to those groups. And so I would encourage you, if you haven't signed up yet, to do so, and we'll do our absolute best to find the right spot for you. You can go to mcachurch.org/MCA at home and let us know how you would like to participate. I want to give a big thank you to Paul Troyer and to the group of people that came and did the mulching on Saturday. They did a fantastic job. Lori Troyer, Ryan Troyer, Michael Schaup, Jaden Hostetler, Andy Benderoth, Drew Staken, and Mike Miller. Good job, and thank you so much. You are invited to join us on Friday at 12 noon for our MCA Bible study. We'll put the link below, but you can join us on Zoom for that study. And for this weekend, Sunday at 10 a.m., we are going to be streaming live on both Facebook Live and YouTube. In fact, I'm here at the church now where we are going to be set up Sunday morning. I've got my yellow chair. I'll be ready to preach, and I hope that you'll be able to tune in and join us Sunday at 10 a.m. And finally, a couple of action steps. And the first, my friends, is to pray. Continue to seek the heart of God. Continue to intercede on behalf of those most affected by the virus. Pray for those who are struggling, those who are hurting. Pray for public health officials who are making difficult decisions. Pray for healthcare workers who are on the front lines. Pray for the next generation, that we would reach them with the gospel. And for our recent graduates that are now entering a world that's just very strange. Secondly, I want to encourage you to connect. So talk with one another, text and phone call, and stay connected with those in your core group. I also want to encourage you, if you haven't yet, to join one of our home churches. Talk with your core group and decide together how you want to approach that. And please let us know how we can pray for you. And finally, give. Thank you so much for your generosity. You know, our ministry depends on your faithful tithes and offerings. It's what enables us to continue to proclaim the good news locally and around the world, to continue sharing the life-giving power of Jesus with the world. So thank you. And I want to encourage us with this great scripture from Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. So thanks, guys. I hope to see you soon. God bless you.